wait. This would be your walk-up music, Andrew.
I could do that.
Krauseneck, Albatross Golf. You're in the mall. How's it been?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty good, yeah.
Now, you added some things. We'll get into that. But you got this Buddy Classic golf tournament. And this is your Uncle Mark.
Yeah.
His nickname was Buddy, right?
No, everybody was a buddy to Mark.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and he was my best buddy. But yeah, everybody was a buddy, and he'd always talk about going with his friends at Special Olympics or any of the family, all the buddies. He wanted all the buddies to be around.
How many years you been doing this tournament?
This will be the fourth one.
Fourth one, Buddy Classic. It's
Yep.
really cool. Great story. And he's since
Passed, yep.
he's passed away.
Yep.
And also, I remember talking with you regarding like mobility and having those golf carts and
Yep.
those chairs. So in that, and I know you were making great strides in that with the money raised, right?
Yeah, we actually, prior to last year's tournament, we had raised enough money to buy the wheelchair accessible golf cart. So we actually have that. It's sitting in Albatross in the front window so people can see it all winter. And it's going to be at Lincoln this summer.
Okay.
But that has a wheelchair ramp, a lot like a wheelchair van. So someone like my uncle at the end of his life who couldn't walk, wouldn't have been able to swing a golf club, even if he could get in an upright position. They can get out on this cart and go on the golf course and be in the fresh air and spend time with their buddy. The next thing then that we decided to start raising money for, we're about a third of the way there, is that Verticat, the adaptive cart.
Okay.
That'll put you in that upright position if someone can even just use one of their arms, and they'd be able to actually swing a golf club. So we're about a third of the way there. Hopefully after this tournament, we'll be maybe 2/3 or more there. But the really cool thing is one of the sponsors who's been helping out some with the Buddy Classic, and who's really involved with adaptive sports and adaptive living in DAD in town, they actually committed this fall. They donated the full 30,000 plus for one of those carts to the Park District.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Kings Walk's actually going to have the first one now.
That's great.
Because of them. So we're working on the second one then.
That's great. And
Yeah.
it started because of this.
Yeah. I think so. I think it kind of started the movement. Yeah.
You brought it to the forefront. You're like, hey, these are a thing. And then you searched and you looked around to find out who's making these. And they're made. There's a manufacturer, and I'm sure you're in close contact with them.
Yeah. It's a paraplegic who created it and started the company. And there's a group in Fargo who's done a lot of fundraising, Dare to Stand Out, and they've fundraised, I think it's for 5 of them in the Fargo-Moorhead area. So they get used down there, yeah.
That's great. That's excellent. And to see them used and to see that with the NDAD, you're like, there's got to be kind of a, like, look at that. Not that patting yourself on the back,
No.
but you got the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's just awesome. We're glad they beat us to it. I think it's phenomenal that people can use it this summer now.
Yeah, well, they get funding, and there's what do you call that? There's just money in dollars out there for them.
Yeah.
Essentially. So Andrew Krauseneck, Albatross Golf, Buddy Classic Golf Tournament. What's the date, the time, how much? What do you have for prizes? This is at your location in the mall. It's indoors, so it's not contingent upon weather.
Right.
Yeah. What course are you going to play? Tell me that right now, or do they get to choose?
Well, it's going to be a lot of different courses. So it's not your typical outdoor golf tournament. It's 2-person teams, and it's a double elimination bracket. So 2 teams go head-to-head on one simulator, and we have 8 simulators, so there'll be matches going on all of them. And you just play 3 holes against the other team. So first round might be Pebble Beach, 3 iconic holes, par 5, par 4, par 3. And then the next round might be TPC Sawgrass or TPC Scottsdale. So every round you'll play 3 different holes, guaranteed 2 matches. So some teams will only get 6 holes, but some teams end up playing 18 holes during the day.
Oh, that's like a real round.
Yeah.
Because they keep going, they keep winning.
Battle through the loser's bracket or the bottom bracket and make their way up, yeah.
I like that 3 holes, that 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool. What is, when people show up there throughout the year, what's the most popular course that they say, hey, put this one on Simulator 6? Which one is it?
First-timers, it's usually Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
Sawgrass or Scottsdale are pretty common, too. Depends on the time of the year.
I would probably be a Pebble Beach guy.
Yeah.
A lot of blind shots.
Yeah.
I could do what Tiger did and just put one in the ocean.
Yeah.
And then swear.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. Years ago he did that.
You can go to Scottsdale and move a big rock, too.
You remember they did that for him.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was great. So this is coming up. It's a Sunday. It's May 3rd, 10 a.m. How much per team?
So per player, $100, so $200 a team.
Okay.
That gets you the golf, Then it also gets you lunch. Deke's Pizza has been very generous now for 3 years and donates the pizza. So we'll have lunch at about 1 o'clock. Even if you're not playing, you can come in and donate to have some slices as well. And then we'll have side contests going in the afternoon after we get through some matches in that 1 to 2 o'clock range, like long drive, closest to the pin. We have virtual break the glass. So
nice.
Yeah, you can earn a lot of tickets, and then we do the prize drawings after that. But at 10 a.m., it's registration, and we'll have them all in the driving range for players to warm up. And then at 11 a.m., we'll kind of do some announcements and get the matches going.
You got to stretch out.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get there. You got to get the twisty thing going.
Yep.
You know, the whole thing.
Whole thing.
You got to, you need to do that. Hit a bucket of balls.
Yep.
Don't waste the good ones on the bucket.
No.
You know, you want to hit them a little weird. And then when you're ready to go, then you're really, you save the good ones for the round.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 holes. It's not many swings.
When's the last time you played?
I think I hit on the simulator, might have been 3 weeks ago. I've only played, I think, twice since Christmas.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you'd think, a lot of people think I'm playing every day in there, but I'm not.
You know, you run into that. You love golf, though.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be. I'm just busy.
Yeah, see, isn't that crazy? You end up, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be a fishing guide. I'm going to be a hunting guide. I'm going to be a professional golfer, instructor, whatever. Then you get into that because you love it, and you're so busy you can't do it.
Yeah, and it's in the winter for me. I am fortunate where it's kind of a seasonal operation, so in the summer, I get my fair share of golf.
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So May 3rd is coming up, $100 per person. You've got plenty of prizes. You've got silent auction items, and you're gaining more and more of those. I mean, we're a couple of weeks out from May 3rd, so you'll get more and more stuff as you lead into it, won't you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We've already got some phenomenal prizes, so we'll do some will be for the prizes for those contests, but then we'll have a silent auction going. We're still looking for anybody. Anything's appreciated, a T-shirt, a gift card, anything that we can use as a prize or an auction item, so you can get a hold of us. And then we do sponsorships, too, so if you want to have a paid sponsorship, we put up signage on the simulators through the event. We're going to actually start throwing those signs up this week so people get sponsors, get more exposure.
All right. Albatross Indoor Golf Club. They're in the mall, Grand Forks. Andrew Krauseneck, the Albatross Golf owner, operator there. And we'll talk about the Buddy Classic. We've talked about that golf tournament before, and it's coming up Sunday, May 3rd, 10 a.m. And how many teams what's your max number?
Well, we found out last year we were actually going to go for like 32 last year. We ended up getting 24, and we found out that's perfect. If we had more, it'd just take a little too long. If we had more than 8 simulators, we can maybe do a little more, but it's packed in there, which is fun. But
Yeah.
24 is what we're going for, and we actually only have 5 spots left right now.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you're at 19, so you're pushing it.
Yeah.
8 simulators. So, what's that increase from what you started with?
When I started in 2012, it was just 2.
Just 2?
Got up to 3, 4, and then we moved locations.
Yeah.
We added 2, and then that next year added 2. So it's been gradual, but 8 now.
A bar?
Yep.
Beer anyway, right?
Yeah, just beer, wine license. Yep.
So you've got that going on.
Yep.
And how many courses do you have to choose from?
We've got about 90 now.
God. Anything over? You've got any British or any Scotland courses? You got a St. Andrews on there?
Yeah, we've got the old course, new course, Jubilee course, and the Dukes, which is kind of a unique one over there. We've got lots of overseas ones. Some of the coolest courses are in South Korea, actually.
Really?
Yeah, some really neat courses, very scenic.
What about? Well, I'm not even going to say it, but I can play the music. Do you have this course?
Well, we're not even allowed to talk about it, right? So they definitely don't license it, so I don't have
No,
it.
I know they.
Yeah, that's a commonly asked for one.
Yeah.
It's a great place in golf, but it's also it's kind of a snobby place in golf.
Oh, you kind of?
Yeah.
The best thing about it is this music, and then their low prices on concessions.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yep. And the voice of Jim Nantz, too.
Jim Nantz.
Yeah.
Here we are. The Buddy Classic, round 2. Albatross Golf.
Maybe you can show up and do some PA.
We could do that.
Yeah.
That would be fun. It's a little bit overdone, and I did kind of go in a little bit hard when that I got corrected. It's like I was doing the whole show like that. I'm kidding. But so that's out, and you're right. They are snotty over there at Augusta, but whatever. It's their golf course. I understand that. But I would be a Pebble Beach guy.
Yeah.
That one to me, all the great memories there. Tom Watson chipping in. That was 81 U.S. Open, I think.
I don't recall.
Okay, that was a long time.
I don't think I was around.
No, you weren't. I'm old. I'm an old guy. I remember that one though. Him chipping in, he's smiling, he's running towards it. That was a great shot. Tiger. I mean, and it's a municipal course.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
Yeah. Is Bethpage municipal too?
Yeah. Yep.
Isn't that crazy? Some of these old courses that are great and they play real big events on public.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, residents at Bethpage too. I mean, it's not even super expensive. Same with Torrey Pines. If you live in those areas, yeah.
Torrey Pines, another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have that one. That's one I wish they would add next.
They don't have. They're public.
They're public. Yeah, we just don't have it on the simulator.
Okay. Is it available or just no one's done it yet?
No one's done it for this brand.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, just like anything, I guess simulators. There's probably competition, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's lots of different types out there. Yep.
What's a company that actually goes out and does this? What's like a name of the software?
Oh, the brand I use is About Golf.
Okay.
So it's all inclusive, the hardware and the software. It's proprietary software for theirs. So I can only get those courses because they meticulously map it out and make sure it's accurate. Then there's other brands where you buy the launch monitor and then you get third-party software. So that course we can't talk about, you'll find ones on those systems that's called maybe Magnolia Lane, whatever it might be called, Amen Corner.
Yeah.
And, they can play it, but it's not the exact one. It's someone at home just built it themselves
Okay.
on Google Maps.
Yeah, all right.
That's why we don't have it, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love that. It's kind of, I mean, what can they really do about that?
I can't do much.
You can't
yeah.
do much on that. That's cool that they get a chance to do that. But that's interesting to me. How accurate, 2012,
Yep.
how accurate are these launch monitors? I mean, is it like true to, it's like, look, I hit my 8-iron 161. I know I do. And when I really step on it, I hit it 161.
Yeah.
Does that happen?
Yeah,
I mean, is it true?
Yeah, I think it's extremely accurate. Nothing's perfect, but I mean, I've stuck with this brand the whole way through because I think they're the most accurate, and that's what I wanted to have. And the whole user experience, I wanted to make sure was great too. But accuracy is the number one. You definitely have folks out there that have unrealistic expectations of what they hit their ball.
Yeah.
Everybody hits their drive 300 plus yards.
Apparently.
You know?
But
But the golf ball matters. That's a big thing we tell people. So the ones we provide in there, they're pinnacle practices. They have a special pattern so cameras can get the spin. But if you're used to hitting a Pro V1 outside, a pinnacle is going to give you different results.
Yeah.
So then we sell premium balls that you can get that'll match up with that and give you those results. But it's accurate based on what ball you're hitting.
I want to rock. I want to, because they drive better.
Yeah.
And they take spin off.
Exactly.
That's it. You get texts are saying I played the Jubilee course. Chambers Bay, do you have that?
We don't know. That'd be a cool one to have.
Where's that one at?
I think that's Oregon.
Oregon,
they had,
Chambers Bay.
They had an Open, I thought, there, or PGA Championship.
All right. It gets a little confusing after
Yeah.
a while, you know. What about the RBC just happened? You have that course?
Yeah, we do. Yep. So when people were asking about the other course the week before, we put most people on that one.
Okay.
Still challenging. And
It is. It's short.
it's tight.
It's older. It's tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's tight to the greens.
Yeah.
There's trouble in the greens all the time. But then you see guys lighting it up. They were, 21 under or something won it this week?
Yeah.
I forget what it, but I mean, they score, but you can get into trouble pretty quickly there.
No.
So certainly some challenges there. We'll also talk about, more about the Buddy Classic. We'll touch on that. But overall as well, you've added some other aspects of this simulation as well to another non-golf, but a hobby for a lot of people. We'll talk about that coming up. News Radio 1310, Krauseneck, Albatross Golf, Buddy Classic Golf Tournament coming up May 3rd. What's the phone number? Or is it website is the best way to get hooked up with that? It's $100 per head, and you got, 5 or 10 spots left?
We got 5 team spots left.
5 team spots.
But we can take lots of sponsors still. The phone number's good. It's a cell phone we use, so most people do texting.
Yeah.
701-757-3220.
Excellent. Now, not only golf there, you've got 8 screens there. Mm-hmm. And I've got to read this text first. How about the 9-hole course in Fertile? Do you have that one?
Yeah.
Is that?
We're working on it.
Yeah?
You can, that third-party software we were talking about earlier on some simulators, people will make those courses at home, but ours, the company goes out, meticulously maps it out. They charge quite a bit for courses to get on there, so we don't have that yet, but that would be sweet. That's a premier course in the area for sure.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And then also, Minnesota, you have a few.
Yep. Hazeltine's the big one.
Okay.
We've got a Ryder Cup version of it. Then there's a couple private ones down there, Brackett's Crossing and Wayzata Country Club.
Okay.
That's the newest one on there, actually.
That's very cool. But nothing in North Dakota.
No North Dakota ones, no. It'd be cool. I mean, a lot of people ask for Bully Pulpit around here, but they haven't done that. I could see that happening at some point.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. But also you have firearm simulators too. I know you were talking about that, and you did. You pulled the trigger on that purchase.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I mean, is it working out for people? They come in. Is it pistol,
Yeah.
rifle, shotgun? What do you got?
So it's a mix. Yeah, I've been researching that for like 7 or 8 years and pulled the trigger, as you said. We've had it in a full operation this whole winter, and it's been really popular. I don't do a ton of promotion. It's kind of been a slow word of mouth, but everyone's really enjoyed it. It's made me feel comfortable. I've only shot live fire maybe 2-3 times in my life, but now after using that throughout the winter here and there, I feel comfortable if I needed to. It's mostly Glock 17s I have right now.
Okay.
And then for recoil, that's an option. I've got Glock 17 and an AR. We're looking at adding a shotgun next, maybe a non-recoil AR. But there's lots of options.
They don't recoil much to begin with.
They are?
They really
Yeah, it doesn't
they
feel...
They don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but it's not bad. They're just loud.
Yep.
That's what their deal is. Do you get that? Do you have to wear plugs?
It's not that loud.
No, it's not that loud. Okay.
No, we have the speakers for the experience, and then the recoil makes noise, the gun itself, but it's not anything you would need ear protection for.
Now, the firearm, like the 17, the Glock 17, I have one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the pistol.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not the pistol. It's one for simulation, correct?
Correct, yeah. Now, the simulator, a lot of law enforcement and military agencies use these, and they can use their own sidearms, and there's a barrel insert you can put in for the laser, but I'm not doing that, just for safety reasons.
Yeah.
I have replica ones, and they have the lasers already in the gun. But I have a few different options, and they have different weights, different trigger pulls. But they feel, as people have been telling me that shoot a lot, they feel very realistic.
Cool.
Without if you're not doing the recoil, yep.
So, and that can actually make you a better shooter without the recoil as well.
Yeah.
You get a little bit jumpy with it. You can. What do you put people through with that? What's the simulation that you're seeing here with like a pistol? Yeah,
there's lots of options. There's about a dozen different titles or games, you'd say. You have just your stationary range target. You can change the distance, change the target. You can split screen it so 2 people are shooting. There's a dueling tree, if you've ever done that. There's like can toss. Cans are in the air.
Okay.
Bomb blast where bombs are moving around. We've got trap shooting on there. There's a turkey hunting game that's super popular. It really reminds me of Duck Hunt from back in the day.
Okay.
And then there's one where robots are coming at you with
Gotta
guns.
get them. Robots, it's the future.
Yep. We'll gradually be adding software. Right now, there's nothing that's very real, I guess you would say, as far as people. We want to be very careful with that and responsible, but I do want to get groups in to train and do conceal and carry and security type groups. So there are situational stuff where you can set up an environment like a church or a school or your home and create the environment and shoot, don't shoot, hostage type situations. So eventually, responsibly, I want to add that type of stuff too.
Well, the law enforcement does that now.
Yeah.
They have that kind of software, but I understand the sensitivity regarding that.
Yeah.
I completely get it. And it's sad that it's in our world.
Yeah.
That it's like, you know what? Maybe, so you might want to train for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. That's a sad commentary on us, truthfully. But
evil's out there for sure.
You got it. It absolutely is. And that's a cool thing. Has it been popular how people get out there and they do it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people have really liked it. A lot of our, so we do a lot of company, like Christmas parties. So most of the groups would book that along with some golf. And it would end up being where 20, 30 people are back on that one shooting simulator, and the golf ones are empty for a while because people are so into it, getting into it. So
now, with that Glock 17, does it actuate and manipulate like a real Glock 17? Does the slide operate? Stuff like that? Trigger? And trigger's probably the same.
The triggers, it's automatic resetting trigger on all of them. One of them, you can slide. It's not functional, though. They all drop the mag, but again, not functional.
Okay.
So you could practice mag changes.
Yeah.
And you could weight them differently if you wanted. But it's just pretty straightforward for those. The recoil, you slide it once, and then it'll automatically reset until the gas runs out.
Oh, all right. So there's a mechanical component to it.
Yep.
I didn't realize that. I just thought you were shooting a laser. You know,
with the recoil, it does that, yeah.
That's very cool. That's some great technology there. Man, what else do we have? Oh, how about Brandon Dunes or Bandon?
Oh, Bandon Dunes?
Bandon Dunes in Oregon. You have that one?
We don't know. That would be a very cool one, too. We get asked for that. When someone asks for that, you know they're a real golfer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look it up.
It's a complex. There's multiple courses there, and it's just...
a lot of trees, I bet.
I don't know. I thought it was a little more link style.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not an expert on that one.
Well, Oregon's got a lot of... I mean, they're close to the coast, and they certainly have a lot of trees inland as well, and, well, everywhere throughout Oregon, too. And they've got a lot of craft beer in that state as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that very well.
Yeah.
It's coming up. Great tournament. It's called the Buddy Classic. It is Sunday, May 3rd. 5 team spots remain, $100 per head. You got some great prizes. And I like the format, the sound of it.
Yeah.
You play 3, and it's quick. You're moving. That's a complaint, I think, with especially scrambles around here. They take forever.
Yeah.
But I get it. People want to get out, and then you want to max it out. You want to bring as much money in as possible because it's always for a charity of some sort. And I understand that.
Yep.
But it does kind of make for a long day. But it sounds like you've got that kind of figured out.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice too because when you're at those tournaments, you're only with your one group, or maybe you're not even with a group. It's all in one environment, so there's a lot more socializing, and you can cheer on or heckle the other teams.
Yeah, heckle.
And you don't have the issue with that team that you look over at the end of the tournament sitting on the patio who was 22 under, and you think, there's no way they were 22 under. There's no cheating that'll take place in this.
What is it? A really good friend of mine told me about the 4-person scramble. If you're not cheating, you're only cheating yourself.
I've heard that from cheaters.
So that's the way that one works. So can you buy mulligans?
Yes.
See, you can still do that.
But that's legal cheating.
Okay, yes, you're right.
It's for fundraising, yeah. So that's actually a big part of the fundraising. So we let people buy as many as they want. I feel like the best team still always prevails in these tournaments, even with the mulligans. But yeah, you can buy mulligans.
Do you have to list your handicap for this tournament?
Nope,
or no?
it's just straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah, it's scramble.
You know what?
format.
That's probably smart.
Yeah.
And they're keeping track. Everyone can see it.
Yep.
There's no kicking it. There's no
nothing.
Oh, I didn't hit that one so good. I'll hit it again. And oh, I only count 1.
Yep.
None of that business.
None.
That does happen though. I've been maybe even a part of that. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much for having us.
Andrew Krauseneck, Albatross Golf, Buddy Classic Golf Tournament, May 3rd, coming up 10 a.m. You've got opportunities here. There's 5 team spots left. They're $100 per head. Great prizes, a good time, indoor golf. And what courses? I suppose you're just going to take top 3 from various ones, right? That's what you're going to do. Do you kind of already know? I mean, Pebble's probably going to be a part of it. Sawgrass probably.
Yep.
Some other ones.
Scottsdale, Whistling Straits, Bethpage Black. First couple rounds we usually try to do. It depends on who signs up. We maybe do a couple of easier ones. I used to have it always written down, but I've done charity tournaments now for years, so I kind of wing it when I'm setting them up. But I know all the 3 that are. And
what's the course, the waste management course, where it's the par 3 that people cheer over the top?
That's TPC Scottsdale.
That's Scottsdale.
Yeah, so we do that. There's that par 3, the par 5 before it, and then after that par 3, it's a drivable par 4. So it's that's exciting.
Everything's drivable now
Yeah.
for the PGA guys. My goodness. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate the time.
Andrew K. Albatross Golf Buddy Classic Golf Tournament coming up May 3rd. KNOX. Good morning.
From the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services family.